What interests me is why chat all of a sudden no longer wants to show up in here. Huh. Fun. Exciting. Let me fix this, because YouTube just does not like me. What's up, guys? Sorry, running into an issue. Where, for some reason, it's not showing the chat you guys are saying. What's up, Mal30? Good to see you. And I know everything's working because you're here. You're talking to me. So, clearly, it's working just fine. What's up, Koala? Sorry, running into a weird issue where my chat's just not showing up on stream, which is its own kind of nightmare, considering that nothing changes. What's going on, guys? You got the wrong place for that, Jack. Not helpful. Well, turns out, yeah, apparently just for some reason, unlike last week where I did nothing different, chat just doesn't want to show up. One sec. Sorry, guys. This is not the kind of thing you can test until you go live anyway, so I'll sort this out. I just figure you guys want to be able to see what I'm talking to. No, for some reason my chat's not showing up on stream, which is kind of crazy. And I like to get it up there. I like how YouTube, the way YouTube works is they change something and make no difference, and then it just ruins everything you have going for you. Nice, man. How we doing, guys? What's up, Asta? What's up, Bill? So we're gonna check, we're gonna switch this to YouTube. And we're going to check I'm in YouTube. Cool. Let's check alert boxes. No, all widgets. Chat box. There we go. Oh, look, it started working. Cool. Alright, guys. So, here we go. Hold on. There we go. I have 0 Zemo. 0 red stars in Zemo. But I've opened 1 offer and got a 4-star, so I was like, whatever. Zemo's not the kind of character you should care about too much. He's a war. How long is the PvP done it? Probably a day. Probably a... actually, let's find out. We don't have to ask that question. So everything is ready. I'm too early for Star Wars. I should have went for a 6-star. No, actually, no, you shouldn't have. Star Wars is about 30 days off. No need to. Proving Grounds, according to this, it's got 2 days to complete the milestones. But it might be 2 4-day events, kind of like the current milestone line. I've heard Zemo be compared to Taskmaster, but for offense. Ah, incorrect. Yes, that Zemo and that team, not just Zemo and that team is capable, has the potential to beat probably 3 of the best teams. Those teams being the Mercs, Hydra itself, and Coulson Shield. The question becomes, how much do you have to invest not only in Zemo, but in the entirety of the team in order to beat each individual one? As is, you should be able to absolutely crush Hydra in a punch-up, regardless of what's happening there. It becomes a little bit more difficult to do the other kind of fights. So when people ask me for the last couple of days, should I buy Zemo? I've given them the honest response that I could possibly give, which is if you have to ask, the answer is no. You know if you need Zemo. You know if you need what an war offense character does. You know? So you either need him because you need to be able to beat teams you currently can't beat, or you don't really have an issue, or you're already running into an issue where you don't have Black Bolt. You know, there's characters, you're not seeing many Hydra. Your defenders can't beat them because the Hydra's too strong. At which point, no, Zemo's not worth 50 bucks. And you're going to hear a lot of people say, no, he is worth 50 bucks, and then proceed to lie to you and give you justifications for why. He's not. I bought one offer of Zemo because where I'm playing on my main account, having access to yet another team that can beat Hydra either gives me the opportunity to beat specifically 2 Hydra teams in a war, which previously I was doing maybe 2, usually 1. Now it's 2 to 3, which is kind of a big deal, depending on like who's free. And it gives me maybe another team that I could use to beat the mercenaries, which you see a lot of mercenaries because they're just Taskmaster and they don't have to be particularly strong. So I bought one offer of Zemo on my main account. I have a 4-star Zemo. That's it. I'll have a 5-star at the end of his Blitz. Maybe close to a 6 on the second Blitz, depending on how much effort I put into it. But with the changes in Blitz, I just released a video discussing how I've been blitzing, and I'm currently, I blitzed 3 times today, and I'm at 6 million. So I've hit my goal because I knew I only needed 10% for the Colossus Blitz, blitzing 5 total times. So it was, and all I did was reset down to 7. So that's its own conversation I don't want to get into. What I want to talk about now, what I want to kind of like go through, is here I am, level 69. As I said last week, I was gonna be level 69 this week, but take a quick look at how much energy I need now. So this is how much experience I need. 224660, 17,340. Conservatively, I'm gonna spend about 600 energy a day, which is, you know, most days I'm gonna hit 600 energy, right? Some days I might not hit all the milestones. Some days I might be missing 1 or 2, but overall that's a good conservative estimate across the line. So if I take this and divide it by 600, because each energy is 1 experience as you spend it, it's gonna take me roughly 28 days, give or take a couple of days, right? It might be 25, it might be 31, but it's about a month. It's closer to a month than not, you know? So for me now, the conversation is, there's nothing as a free-to-play player I can do that like changes the fact that I'm still a month away from level 70. Dailies give me a decent amount, but also that's implying that I'm not going to be hitting 600 energy a day, because I might not spend 600 energy a day. I remember, I don't play this that often. I play... No, 880 is the maximum I can have, assuming I don't hit my refreshes. You know, I'm incredibly lackluster in this account. I've always have been. I'm not treating this as seriously. And as a the reason I'm doing this is because if I can kind of dirtle around and still be as relevant in the game as I am, imagine, if you will, a player who's free to play but actually gives a shit. Now you have a very different situation. You see it all the time. People will come in and comment. They'll say, Tony, I've, free to play, I've been following you, but I'm like a little bit ahead of you. Remember I had 200 cores the last Star Wars event? Yeah. I just don't spend cores because I haven't had to. Here I am farming Psylocke as the last character I need for Magneto, but there's literally no one else I could farm. Thankfully, we just hit a store reset, so let's see if Sif went to the war store. She did not. Thor is done. Loki will be done with the calendar, so I'm not really working on him at all. I could, but the energy is a little bit more relevant to me. Heimdall is kind of where I'm at right now, but I have so much time. Not even pretending. I have so much time between right now. Is there anything here I need? No. I have so much time between the next Black Bolt pass and me getting Heimdall that, like, all I'm doing is farming, because by the time Black Bolt comes back, this account will already be in somebody else's hands. I already have given this account away. Sabretooth, I'm farming as a, nice thing to do. Toad, ready. I'd like to have a complete Brotherhood team by the time it starts, so at least I don't have just Magneto and using random-ass characters. My Star-Lord, again. My Star-Lord, I missed Star-Lord 6-star by exactly 2 hours. Because of the flight I was on, I couldn't play. But it's actually reasonable that Star-Lord comes back in about 30 days. So right now, we're racing the Star-Lord event. No joke. Like, we are racing the 6-star Star-Lord event. I'm happy to help, Leroy. So basically the question is, do I get to enter Dark Dimension 2 before I get the 6-star on Star-Lord? Maybe. I'm having a pretty good time when it comes to raids. Obviously, I'm not doing the absolute best in raids. I mean, I can actually do a little bit more. Let's see, where am I? I'm only 3 million points in this raid. Okay. I believe I have to go right. It's been so long since I've, like, cared about U6 like this, so let's see what happens. Let's see how this team does in the final couple of nodes in U6.3, where I have under 1 million TCP, and I'm clearly not being carried. Let's just see. Like, clearly. Please don't res again. So what I'm gonna do here is try to set up for a big turn for me to have my symbiotes. There it is. Do you think symbiotes with Emma and a heal would work? Yeah, probably. Honestly, like, people use the word symbiotes a little too loosely. You do not require Venom at all in any version of the game. I actually think that people who were working on Venom are kind of hurting themselves a little bit because the materials, purple gear, whatever, right? Purple gear is purple gear. But when you start bringing characters to gear tier 13, Venom is gonna take pieces away from those characters, and when you get obviously going to 14, going forward, it's gonna be ridiculous. Any thoughts on Domino taking Rescue's old Blitz orb spots since she's a legendary unlock requirement? Oh, I had no idea about that, actually. I don't read the blog posts, you guys know that. Oh yeah, I stomp all the people. I'll do a live PvP on my main account. So after this stream on Twitch, I'm going to be doing roster reviews with the new Blitz system in place, and I'm going to be like playing the game a little bit, so. Phoenix event, you are a while away from Phoenix. We have Maw next, then Doc Ock, then Phoenix, then Star-Lord. So Star-Lord is at least a month away, Phoenix is about a month away. Gotcha. It's Aaron, it wasn't for you. Don't feel like I was directing that at you. That was just, I've answered that question so many damn times that, like, when someone says symbiotes, my immediate response is, but you don't need Venom. You can use them if you got them, like, you know, go crazy, but... You see they decided to put Domino as a Blitz Orb exclusive? I apparently just did, actually. That's a weird flex. If Domino is a Blitz Orb exclusive, there is a non-zero chance that X-23 doesn't get placed in the War Store, which is kind of okay, I guess. That is a crazy... Was he able to get Shuri? Of course I was. And I'm gonna have IW when she comes back around too. Is this a boss note or something? Funny, it doesn't feel like it. I wouldn't be bringing Phoenix. Tips on getting through 7. First 3 nodes don't matter. Just beat them. You don't have to 3-star them. Then I believe you need villain mystic characters. If you don't currently have Hela, it might be a little bit more difficult, but Loki is definitely a character you want to be using there. So between Loki and Hela, you should have really no problems with that villain mystic comp. The other options are like Juggernaut, Mordo, great option, especially with his blind and Hela spreading if you have her. Thanos is a fine option. Ronin technically can be used. I wouldn't recommend it, but he can be used. As Guardians, Yondu? Go ahead. It's fine. If you, of course it would. If you're using, replace Heimdall with Yondu. That's the one you're gonna replace. Because Heimdall is the shittiest member of that team. X-23. Well, X-23 was always going into the War Store. That's not a new conversation. The question is, Domino, I had no idea. I had no idea where Domino was going. No, but Sif doesn't have the Mystic tag? No, I understand completely, but Heimdall's useless on that team. Like, you're right, but Heimdall is actively useless on that team. So if you only have Heimdall as an option, like, yeah, you gotta use him. But that would be the character you replace. Jugs and Ghost Rider. All good options. Yeah, now, yeah. Please Not Rescue has been far too long. What have I missed so far? Nothing. Just me beating random nodes. Realistically, because I'm capable of pushing this far on my own, it stands, like, I'm... Where am I at? Here I am. 5.5 million total points in the entire of the raid. We are not at 60%. We're not at 60% yet. So by the time we get to 60%, I'll probably be up higher. I'll probably be a little bit lower. I might be like 5 or 6. And then again, just a reminder. Still haven't broken 1 million. Shaylin, you should be doing everything that I do. Change nothing. I have an entire video series dedicated to what people should be doing at this game. It's called Defenseless. You should check it out. I stream on Fridays. For you 7 currently using SSM, Hell Black Bolt Ultron at 330k, would a 40k yo be significant improvement on that team? What's the problems you're running into, Shannon? I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Yeah, no, basically, no, I'm fucking with you. For me, there's, like, here, check this out, right? Let's go, what do I got in milestones first before I do anything else? Oh, valuable lessons, cool. It restarted. Thank you. Challenges. What was I looking for? Challenges, yeah, okay. So, training day, I've 3-starred this, can't touch this till 70, so cool. Ability enhancements, 3-starred this, can't touch anything till 70, cool. Gold Rush. 3-starred this, can't touch anything till 70. Okay. I think you get the point now, right? Do I need to? I'm gonna anyway. Oh, I didn't do this one. What does this one require? Global characters? That's fine. Because I'll get Ultron and then be able to walk through all of the rest of these. It doesn't actually matter. And then Catalyst of Change. If this is Blasters, right? Again, another one where I'll be using Ultron probably a little bit. These are a little bit behind. I should probably work on these. I might actually work on them the next time. Completely useless. There you go, Dean. When do you think an alliance should move to from U6 to U7? Oh, if you can 100% U6.5 twice in a row, you should do U7. 2 days in a row, no raid heals. Once you can, I mean, arguably you can do it earlier. I'm not saying you couldn't do it earlier. I don't give a shit if people are like, we jumped straight in from U3. Great. Take a picture, send it to your mom, she'll put it on the fridge. That's not how this game is played. We don't give a shit about that. If you can't consistently do U6.5, the hardest version of U6.5, but you're like, I'm gonna jump to U7, your alliance is bad, your leadership is bad, you need to stop doing that. You're not getting better, because you're just gonna keep struggling. Who are you planning to use other than... Oh. Literally anybody. I'm waiting for Michael Shannon to respond to that question so I can answer it, but... hey, David. Yeah. What you should be working on is all the other stuff. So here I am. I am 30 days away, about. Maybe 25, but like probably about 30 days away from being level 70. So I will be at about maybe 8 months. Maybe 8 months played by that time. Should you prioritize an alliance that raids or an alliance that does war? How much TCP do you have? The answer is you should prioritize an alliance that does both. But your TCP answers that question. Because if you have 1, 2, or 3 million TCP, your alliance isn't playing in war. They're dirtling. So like so finding an alliance that's like, we're hardcore to the door in war, and they're all under 3 million TCP, like, no they're not. They're dirtling. Raid is more relevant early. War becomes more relevant later, as you require more and more teams. Also, it's better to work on war a little bit, like, later, because by that time you'll be getting enough influx of resources from raids, from everything, that you could start building up war teams, which will let you build up Blitz teams, and it kind of just snowballs from there. War is like 50-50 anyway. Yeah, but it's irrelevant whether you win or lose war. Victory or losses in war don't matter. What matters is what you can contribute in war. So if you win every war, but you only do 2 or 3 attacks, like, you're not getting as much as somebody who loses wars frequently, but they're getting 8 or 9 full rooms in, because you're getting points and energy and like resources per room clear, and that's very relevant. So if you're noticing that you're doing very well and you have 8 attacks in war and you're doing okay, but your alliance isn't, well, that's telling you something important. It's telling you you're probably not in an alliance that works the way you're supposed to be. But if you want to succeed in war, you have 2 options. You be the weak guy in a strong alliance or the strong guy in a weak alliance. That makes you specifically better for war. When you get to a more balanced level of over 4 million, it goes up a little bit. Cheers, Moose. Appreciate it. Happy to help. Are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying the game? Has my free-to-play run and my advice given you like, oh wow, this is fun? Because I try to make sure that, like, yes, if you want to be the best in Arena, my advice is not going to help you. But I also don't think Arena fucking matters. So I don't mind telling people that. I don't mind saying to people that, like, you're literally not going to be doing incredibly well in Arena. Instead, you're going to stick to that 500 plus. So here I am in Arena 390, right? I told you, like, I fluctuate. Sometimes I'm top 250, sometimes I'm 500. The truth of the matter is, I've yet to see a team that truly messes me up. This one scares me. That's a very strong CM. I don't want to deal with it. This one is nothing, and I'm going to walk over it. Are we getting a world boss mode? We have been getting a world boss mode for the last 6 months. World boss has been coming out. Are we getting it? I will tell you 3 things. We are not getting world boss this year. 9, 10, 11, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 3 months. Yeah, we're not seeing world boss for the next 3 months. Same, but we're also not seeing, what's it called? Bye, Thor. We're not seeing Hydra, a hand rework until much later anyway. So, like, you know, it is what it is. I don't know what's right, so we're just gonna punch you. Good job, Sif. Bye, Hella. Happy to help. Boom. Oh, poor Hella. She came out of stealth. There we go. Now check chat. Last night of DD2 right now, 125 days. Thanks for your advice. Nice. Congrats, Emma. Again, you're not going to keep taking the team that you use for Dark Dimension 3 and being like, and now this is my endgame team, and now I'm in U7. Like, that's not the point. People want a solution. What's up, Bo? People want a solution in this game that's like, how do I only work on one thing and be the best at the game? People were tricked into the defenders for a really long time. Not to say they weren't good, about a month. Not to say they weren't good, but to say that, like, you didn't need them. Like, there was a period of time when starting and working on defenders, because you didn't know. Defenders got reworked, they were great, right? Defenders got reworked, they were pretty awesome. But then it became obvious that, like, you don't need the Defenders. You just get the Guardians, the teams will fall themselves apart, and then you could actually progress towards game modes that are incredibly relevant. Yeah, this is not a one-team game, never has been, never will be. Even now, look at all the people who bought Asgardians, right? Look at the people you're seeing me face off against in Arena. Look at this. 229 Asgardians, this guy's in 300, and I can beat him with my 190k team of good characters. He has all of the same characters I do. That's how Arena Shards work. Arena Shards are basically a bunch of people who started around the same time, within like about a couple of weeks of each other, usually, like about a month maybe. So this guy, Grimclaw, with his Asgardians, I'm not making fun of him, but I'm kind of making fun of him. He paid for this. He either got the free Hela, he worked, look at him. He has a 6-star Thor. Does he have Black Bolt? No. Where's his Black Bolt? He's been farming all these characters. Someone gave this poor guy bad advice. Someone said, look, if you work on the Asgardians, you'll win. Like, yeah, you ain't winning in Arena. You wasted all this time. There's no way without spending you got this far, but you know how I know you're not spending? That's a 3-star Hela. Why isn't that a 5-star Hela? If you're willing to spend on something, you're willing to spend to get Black Bolt, right? The best character in the game. So, someone gave Grimclaw bad advice. Start with Asgardians. I don't know where this came up from. I don't know where start with Asgardians became a piece of advice, but it's terrible. And whoever told you to do that, you shouldn't trust. They're not smart people. They're not what we would call smart. Yeah, but I don't even need to use Miles against them. I could just use a strong character. Notice I don't use, like, Carnage. I could use Carnage on this team. You know? You use the strong teams, you work on strong characters. And I could use had I worked on the Asgardian, not the Guardians, the Guardians of the Galaxy, I'd be able to beat them with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Nice bow. Let me just spend all my credits. Nope. Well, if you're getting advice on anything from Facebook, you've already failed. There's 2 places you should avoid like the plague for conversational advice. Facebook and Reddit. Never go onto any Reddit for any game and look for people telling you how to play the game. They will lead you astray. Same thing with Facebook. Facebook has... Dude, 90% of the Marvel Strike Force groups in Facebook are like, look at my team, LOL. Follow up with, oh, is this a good pull with like a 6 red star Black Bolt? Like, it's just a bunch of idiots who are like, look how pretty my shiny thing is. Like, yeah, go watch Mobile Gamer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, go watch Popcorn Entertainment. Don't pretend like you know what you're doing in the game, though. Bo, thank you, man. Totally unnecessary, but thank you. Who, Mr. Free-to-Play MSF, gives advice to start with Asgardians and aim plus Defenders? Dog shit advice, and I hope he stops doing that. No, I'd actually trust Tinder. I would get advice for Marvel Strike Force from Tinder before I get it from Reddit or YouTube. Or, not YouTube, Reddit or Facebook. Who are your top 2 bans in PvP? Well, considering the fact that I exclusively do balanced PvP because any other version of it's terrible, I exclusively ban Phoenix and Taskmaster. Oh, I never said they lied, Mr. Chairman. I said they're idiots. Not Ultron? No, I can tell. I can beat Ultron. I could beat an Ultron in PvP. So who would you say is the best starting team? The Guardians of the Galaxy. That's not who I would say. We've proven it. Actually, chat, show of hands, how many guys followed my how many guys have been following me and have already unlocked Ultron? Congratulations, Chandler. Hey, what number were you? Tell me what number you were to complete Dark Dimension. I just keep track of that number. It was like 120 or 130,000 last I checked. A while ago, see, the difference between me and some other people is I put my money where my mouth is, so if I say something, people are going to say, that's not right, Tony, and then I'm going to prove it. So this Defenseless series and this chat is telling you the truth, which is, I'm right. I'm not always right. But we don't start with Defenders anymore. That said, if you're willing to spend infinite money, buy the Defenders pack, who cares? If you're willing to be able to compensate, go for it. You know? It takes you less than 90 days to farm up all of the characters you need to get Star-Lord. Just to unlock him. As a matter of fact, in 90 days, I was able to farm up enough to get a 6-star Star-Lord. I missed it by 1. Yes, but his AIM series didn't prove anything. Because AIM is a shitty starter team for dum-dums who don't know how to play. Not saying that you can't do something with AIM. I'm not saying that you can't use AIM. I'm not saying that they're not a good team. I'm saying, like, they're not a starter team. You can't have a starting team where 2 of the characters are unfarmable for the first 30 days of the game. That's it. Like, you can't. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate that. Keep in mind, I'm also a giant piece of shit, so it totally makes sense that people just don't want to listen to me. Yeah, you can use the characters you have. I recommend S.H.I.E.L.D. I still recommend S.H.I.E.L.D. Why do I recommend S.H.I.E.L.D.? I recommend S.H.I.E.L.D. because I believe that Nick Fury is going to become easier to unlock in the near future. And if you work on S.H.I.E.L.D. early, right? If you work on just the characters, get them a little bit. They're skill. They don't take much. You bring them up to like maybe 10, 15K each character. By the time that Nick Fury comes around, if he's getting retired, like I suspect, / wink wink he is, getting retired and you can be able to get him whenever you want, then the day you unlock Nick Fury, you're not like, great, now I have to work on these other characters. Now you just pop Nick Fury down on a team of S.H.I.E.L.D. characters, S.H.I.E.L.D. minions, and now you have another raid team. So now you don't really have to worry about what's that one team I can do. You have a raid team, you have a blitz team, you have a war team all together. If I was a betting man, I would bet September. I would bet you would get a notification of the next character to be retired next month. Because I think that they would introduce Doc Ock. They would announce the character's retirement prior to Doc Ock becoming available. And it makes the most sense. The other characters that people have been speculating on, I'm not speculating, I'm telling you what's happening, but like just to talk about it, Magneto still makes too much money because you not only do you have to pay to unlock Magneto, you also have to pay to get the characters. And if you buy that early X-Men pack, congratulations. You still don't have enough characters to unlock Magneto because you're never getting, what's his name? Colossus. And you're never getting Cyclops. Talk to Defendertron? I've ignored that. I've ignored all discussion regarding Defenders getting useful, because they're not. Everyone's talking about it, and all of the proofs you see about Defenderstron beating Black Order is like parody fights at 500k. Like, cool. You go ahead, tier 14 your Defenders. Work on an arena store. 5-star Drax, 5-star Vulture, 5-star Juggernaut, 5-star Heimdall. That's the order. After Heimdall, have fun. Do whatever you want. Unlock AIM Researcher, which, you know, I might as well. I got the resources, right? Magneto is pretty fun. What's the next legendary? Maw is next. Maw is in like 10 days. I'm surprised they didn't mention it. Did they not mention it in the blog post that Maw was next? Maw was mentioned? Okay, cool. Yeah, Maw is the next legendary. Nice turn. I don't want to do any more Gamma. I hate Gamma Raid. But mostly because... like, these are the two characters I have. Like, I'm not working on more characters to do better. What do I spend my Blitz credits on? Actually, I'll do that through the entire thing. This is a video, right? We'll do the entire thing. Here's my recommendation. Starting with the gold store. This is where your gold gets spent. Do not spend your gold leveling up characters. You will run out of training materials. Bad advice. Anyone tells you to do that, they're wrong. Spend your gold here, if you're especially for milestone, or if you're like, I need to spend X gold. This is where you want it, because there's nothing you can buy in the store that's useless. Anything you have less than 100 of, don't feel bad about buying it. Advanced Vibranium, I'm not buying. I know for a fact I don't care. But like, hey look, Advanced Focus Catalyst. Look at how many characters need this. And then the rest of them, sure. Was this a bad purchase? No. This is where you spend your gold for the milestones. Blitz store, you should not even look, touch, taste, peel, or stand any of these. If your alliance is telling you to buy these, and you're not, like, doing 8 attacks a war minimum, leave that alliance. They're already terrible at war. This is a purchase made for people who have already progressed a meaningful amount through the game. So do not be buying these under any circumstances, ever. If you can't do 8 attacks in war on your own, maybe 6, I'll even be more generous. If you can win 6, if you have 6 official war attack teams, then you can justify buying these. Until that, no. Anyone telling, if you can only do 2 or 3 fights, terrible. Okay, Dario. I mean, there are teams at tier 12 that will beat a... There are teams that at 250k will beat the Defenders, because the Defenders are not a good team. The Defenders are training wheels. So essentially, when you work on the Defenders, you're souping up a tricycle. That's all it is. You're just taking a tricycle and you're making it, like, you're putting NOS in it. It's still only going to be a tricycle. It's still going to go beep, beep, and then, like, vroom, and that's all sounds you make as you drive it. That's the Defenders. It's not a bad thing. I work, my main account, I have a 6 red gear tier 14 Sabretooth. Why? Because I like Sabretooth. Would I recommend anyone bringing Sabretooth up that high? Absolutely not. You have Black Bolt? You work on Black Bolt. Yeah, you just put him on a team. You just put him, you put him right next to Star-Lord, and then you don't worry about anything you do for a while. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the Defenders are not getting a rework. That's the most important thing I can tell you. The reason the Defenders are not getting a rework is because they do what they're supposed to. They are a team that you use to teach you how to play the game. Jess, you can't patch stupid. Do you have any intel on Gambit and Rogue? Nope. But I want to use a team, I get day 1 to beat meta teams. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Casino recommends 4 defenders for DD3 city nodes. Then go talk to Casino and all the other window lickers. Cause I beat, like, I wouldn't touch a single defender. Actually, this is actually a great conversation real quick. This is actually a great conversation. If you're coming here with Casino advice, you're already too far gone. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere, like, you're already getting the worst possible advice that you can. Like, there was a time where Casino was the guy to go to for information. That time is long gone. Like, you want to get your advice from him, go do it. But don't poison my chat with stupidity. Like, don't poison my chat. As you may be familiar, the door's on the left. A lot of people in my alliance who invested all their gear to defenders keep saying it's worth because there might be a rework. Where the there's not going to be a rework. Do you know why there's not going to be a defenders rework? Where does this door on the right go? The door on the right goes straight to my bedroom. And who the agent is? It actually can't be Agent Venom, because if they're saying it's not a SHIELD member, Agent Venom is a SHIELD member. As a matter of fact, Agent Venom was created by SHIELD. So yeah, Astel, don't bother. The problem is, so I enjoy the idea. I'm not here trying to make everybody better at this game. I'm not trying to make every other person, Bob, Agent of Hydra, is one of them that comes to mind. Agent X is another agent. But ultimately, it doesn't matter, right? Agent Zero, that's a guy from Alpha Strike? Alpha Strike, right? I think. U.S. Agent, it's not U.S. Agent, all right? That I'll tell you right now. I could confirm it's not U.S. Agent. Yeah. No, we're not getting a Defenders rework. But there's no reason to. Their job is to be a training wheels team. Their job is to teach you how to do it. Now, keep in mind, if you don't like me, that is absolutely great. Again, you could take a Polaroid of your face being angry that I said something you don't like and send it to your mom, and she can put it on the fridge, because that's the only person who cares about your opinion of me. Because it ain't me. All the dislikes I get on my video, thanks, I appreciate them. They're awesome. Makes me happy. So, it doesn't matter to me if you follow someone who's giving out bad advice. Because people who are doing things the correct way are going to beat up the people who aren't. I make advice for the people who want to be the best at the game. The best they can be. So if you come to me and say, I want to spend $500 today, what do I buy? I will tell you what to spend. Likes and dislikes do the same thing to my video. People don't understand that. If you like and comment on my video, even if you're critical of me, even if you're not happy with me, even if you're oh, Dario, I'll show you on my main account my mistakes, by the way, because I have a Gear Tier 13 Wakandans team that I regret. Trust me, I've been there, my friend. But like all of the stuff that you do, every time you hit dislike, that's called engagement. That means that you clicked my video, said no, and you still at least, even if you didn't watch it, you're braising my video up. There's a reason why there's videos with hundreds of thousands of dislikes that kind of fit into what's going on. So I prefer, obviously, if you like my videos, but just remember, if you click dislike on my video, you're still helping me. I'm still becoming more and more popular. That's why I get 1,000 new subscribers every month. And I only do this one stream and do a couple of videos. Sorry. We're sorry. No, I'll give away the secret. Be mad at me. I cut my teeth in this business being popular. You know what I mean? Being unpopular. I just read what you just said. You think it's possible to get 200 Karnak shards till next Maw event? Dude. 200 Karnak shards for a 6-star or for a 7-star, Renee? No joke, dude. Don't even bother rushing a 7-star Phoenix. Get your 6-star, and then whatever. Like, you're not gonna feel much of a difference between a 6-star and a 7-star Phoenix. You need upgrade? Your videos are looking great lately? No. I just played around with stuff. Oh, Astel, I learned 5 new things about streaming. If you ever want to talk about them, message me on Discord. 5 new things, guys. 5 new things. 2 about OBS. I got this new software. It's awesome. And 3 about, like, generic stuff. Super cool. I also have my second camera right set up already, so you'll see that a little bit later. Thanks to the Blitz rework video. I hate 8-3. Yeah, no, seriously, guys. For those who aren't aware of what he's talking about, I just released a video talking about the separation of power between blitzing and high tiers and low tiers. So now, you don't have to... You can still figure out which of your teams work where, and you'll see that later on Twitch when I discuss, do roster reviews. You still want to know which of your teams are capable of winning anywhere and which of your teams are, like, a little bit more controlled. But now... in 8-3, you're fighting up against a team that's so much stronger than you for so few points. In 8-3 previously, we'll say, my strongest team used to get me about 100,000 points per fight. My strongest team in Blitz, right? 100,000 points in 8-3. Now it gets me 70. That's about 30% reduction overall in points. At 7-3, I get 63,000. So the 7-3 fight is 1,000 times easier. It's so easy I can auto it, right? And because I can auto it and guarantee the win, what I do now is I win a couple of fights in 8-3, and then I lose twice with terrible teams. And then I do 7 fights up, and if I have more teams left over, I do the same thing. Because I'm winning with more teams now. So even though I'm losing, like, maybe a total of, hypothetically, since we use 7,000, we'll make that number, 7,000 points that I could be getting on every win, I'm winning with 3 extra teams that are getting me 30 or 40,000 points on top. So even though it looks like I'm making less points, I'm clicking auto. The Blitz has become super easy for me now. Like, dumb easy to just click auto 7 times in a row. No fear of losing or anything, because you're just getting more points overall for no effort. So that's the best way to Blitz now. And I'll get more into detail on that later. When is Phoenix event? After Doc Ock, before Star Wars. So a while. I'm in 96k Black Bolt 6-6. Can't decide if I want to push 7-star next event. Sip Farm sucks. Would you suggest to go to 6-star other legendaries or push Black Bolt? I'll tell you this, your name is Greek as hell, and I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry, man. I'll tell you this, man. I don't know how much stronger your Black Bolt's gonna get at 6-7. I have a 6-7 Black Bolt on my main account, and he's 111k. So a 96k Black Bolt is probably gonna do everything 111k Black Bolt is for you anyway. I say take a break. And if you happen to get lucky and pull, like, a decent amount of Sif from, like, a Mega Orb or something, like, power to you. I don't think you need to push him to 7. Work on something else. Work on Phoenix. Don't even make it to 8-3 anymore? Yeah. It's easier, and now it's easier to hit the milestones. So, like, everybody's happy now. Trying to make this a little bit more talkative because unfortunately I don't have much gameplay. Like, that is the downside of everything being gated behind levels. You doing well, Kiko? How you doing? The fact that I'm not level 70 means there's nothing I can do, even though I am technically ready for anything. Pretty much stop. Yeah, as a rule, and this is my philosophy. I don't think it's right or wrong. It's just what I do. As a rule. Oh, let's do the Swarm event. Yeah, absolutely. I didn't even think about that. We'll do it here. As a rule, I don't farm characters past 6-star until they're halfway to 7. Unless it's a very specific thing, like I need this legendary right now for this right now. Yeah, I don't care about the PvP milestones. It's like red stars, I don't care about that. My main account I care, but like this one. The problem is, everybody needs to be on the same page when it comes to PvP milestones. How many shards are you into Emma on your free-to-play? Like 30 something? 32? 36? Something like that? I won't be unlocking her on her first pass. Which doesn't actually matter, because I'm not... If I did, I wouldn't use her. course I did. I will be 70 in about 3 to 4 weeks. Somewhere in that range. Yeah. The difference between 69 and 70 is literally nothing. My power's not going to change, but there's things I can and can't do. One thing I have been doing, though, is I've been, like, kind of slightly working up aim characters a little bit. I'm going to get them all to about, not all of them, but a good number of them. I'm going to get them up. Now I'm working on war teams. Notice my, like, Ms. Marvel is now, like, 28k or something. She's a great addition to this team. She assists 2 people. You know? So, like, I'm working up a whole bunch of different characters. I'm being a little bit more proactive in war. Because there's not much else I can do. Yeah, aim. I'll show you my aim right now. They're a good team. They're going to be helpful. But, like, this is what I mean when I say, like, I've been working up aim a little bit. I mean, everything I just said. I've been working up aim a little bit. I'm not farming them. Don't need to. Yo-Yo. Chat, what's the answer to what you should do with Yo-Yo? I want to make sure you guys are paying attention. Strap the rocket to Yo-Yo and don't stop. James Mahoney also hitting the nail on the head. Balls deep. Ask her to be farmable. Yeah, work as much as you can. Take it easy, Claw. 130k aim team got me to farm hella. Yeah, I don't think they need to be. I'm gonna use the Sinister Six because I've already invested a lot into them. But I might squeeze in like an extra character from aim or something. Either way, like, I don't care until I unlock Graviton, and I'm not farming Graviton. Ah, that sucks. What do you get? Well, imagine all the characters taking 50% less damage. Yes. Offense down. 7 red Zemo. Got you, Frozen Love. That wasn't meant to insult you, by the way. That was just me running my chat through. Hope you don't feel bad about it. Look at all these characters I can't invest in until I click a button. Whoa! 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 Do you see this? What is this? This is crazy! It tells me how many I need instead of me guessing. What? No, I don't pay attention in this game. What? Crazy. They hit it in the update notes? I believe that. That's an awesome feature. Good job, Foxnext. / Scopely. No, yeah, right, Leroy? Crazy. It only shows it on the things that, like you're missing for this item, but that's still awesome. Now you need to stop turning advanced options off. That's true. It was QOL. It was the QOL no one asked for. Oh yeah, no, that's. Listen, I'm never gonna be mad about it. Oh, let's do Swarm was good with Scientist Supreme. I actually believe that. Let's do the event. All right, let's see what I can do in the event. You can always do the first one because they literally give you the team. No, there still are game developers. Like, they still do make changes to the game. Positive changes, for the most part. But sometimes they make changes and they're like, we know you guys have been asking for this. We're like, no one ever asked for that once. I'm also going to do it on my main account, so. But it's going to be significantly different. Like on my main account, I'm going to click auto 10 times. This one I might actually have to... Oh, this one I can click auto on. This is the first fight. You're always guaranteed to win this fight. Using Ghost Rider, Proxima, Venom, Carnage, and Mordo for the event. Yeah. I'm using Venom, Carnage, Rocket. Storm felt easier than the previous release. Well, the events are easy. It's the orb drops that are terrible. If I find a list in the store, the item is actually in the store now. Jeremiah, don't get my hope up that. I think this might be the first time I've seen a beast. Like, my beast is like 30k, and I'm like, yeah, you're fine. You stay in the dumpster. Garbage character. Good job, team. Tier 14 Punisher from my... Oh, I would... Oh, by the way, remember I was talking about the Defenders earlier? No regrets on Tier 14ing Punisher, by the way. Do it. Have fun. He's great. He's like one-shotting with a G8 Wolverine. G8 Wolverine? How'd you get your Wolverine all the way up there? How many Gear 13 characters do I have on my main account? $37? Baby account? Well, I'm level 70. Does that answer your question? I'm not level 70. Yeah. Punisher is worth getting to Gear Tier 14 if you need an extra character because he's just good damage, right? The only downside is he takes the same unique as Sabretooth, and I love Sabretooth. That's why my Punisher isn't Gear Tier 14. Wait, this is the team you gave me? Bees! Why is this the team you gave me? There's no way this represents the strongest characters I have for this setup. Like, Rhino I get, but... Cause I favorited them? No. I don't think any of these guys are favorited on my thing. I know what you're saying, I just didn't think I had any one of them favorited. And then Psylocke died, and I was like, that's right. Who would I replace with Swarm? What do you mean? Nobody. You're welcome. How much do you blitz? 3 times a day? No more, no less, usually. And that's only for blitz I care about. So for this example, I'm only hitting 6 million, and then I'm stopping, because I think 6 million is enough to get me the amount of Colossus shards I need on my main account. For my free-to-play account, I blitz when I remember. Bees! Maybe I could work on these characters a little bit. Because I'm not having a great time with this. Well, like, Swarm's fine, but, like, he's not a member of the Sinister Six team unless you're talking about a very specific use of that team. Squirrels every time. I mean in the Sinister Six. Ahmed, I know who you're saying. I'm telling you, no. You have Swarm? Great. Leave him in the dumpster. Don't touch him. You're welcome. Did you buy him? I'm so sorry. That $25 you'll never get back. I'm gonna work on Punisher a little bit. I can afford to now. Like, it's not like it's gonna hurt. $54. Okay, fine. Yeah, you should not be using the Defenders in Hero 7-1. You should be using, like, Ms. Marvel, like, Symbiote Spider-Man at the very, very least. If you don't have Symbiote Spider-Man, use Miles and regular Spider-Man. Then you can use, like, Ghost Rider, or if you need to use a Defender, you could probably squeeze 1 or 2 in. What's your strategy to get the mats to team 13 in 1 month? Well, let's see. What's my strategy? Let's see. Let's take a quick look. Missing 2, missing 3, missing 3, missing 4. So, actually, yeah. So, my strategy is continue doing what I'm doing because I was able to get this many so far. And all of them have their mini unique. Literally all of these characters. So the 5th character, the one that everyone keeps asking me about, I don't know who it's going to be yet. It's going to be the first character I decide is worth investing in. It might not be Carnage. Was my first tier 4? Actually, I believe my first tier 4 was Thanos' passive. Yeah. Yeah, Symbiote Spider-Man, Ms. Marvel is going to be like the trust me, if you have SSM, that's everything. Yeah, I'll do it. I just want to keep progressing a little bit more in this. Do a video for the best PvP characters? Doesn't exist. Can't do it. All content you see regarding PvP is going to be wrong right now. I have hidden PvP teams that I don't tell people about, that I use all the time in my like little group of people. And if I do PvP matchmaking, I won't do it on stream because I'm not telling people about combos. Some of you guys heard. I've told you a little bit about stuff, but I'm not helping other people be good in PvP when it's balanced PvP, you know? Oh, yeah. No, your defenders will still be an adequate Blitz team. Can I just get a hint? One of the best PvP characters, like hands down, no questions asked, is Node farmable. Bees! Fast people is actually the best hint you can give. But don't look at speed on the character. Pay attention to what affects their speed. Characters with speed meter or speed meter manipulation on both sides tend to be better in PvP. That's something I'll tell you, and that should give you That should give you what you... That's enough resources to make you better at PvP without, like, making you... Without telling you how to be better. I'm giving you the resources you require to be better. Does Cable have a node? Yes, he does. Cable does, in fact, have a node. Bees! Chonky boy. Did you dodge that? Why? Bees! There's a reason Tony Scungili doesn't do tier lists. It's because tier lists are not for people who want to be good at the game. The reason I know that is because I look at tier lists when I start a game. Because I don't want to think. I don't want to be like, I wonder what method I can take to do this. I'm at level 63. How long will it take to get to 70? At minimum, 2.5 months. Minimum of 2.5 months. Potentially more, but unlikely. It's going to take me about 25 days to get from 69 to 70. So that's one level that you have to make. That's about a month there. Hey, Alex. Going from 63 to 65 is probably going to be about a week or two. Why is everything gated behind level 70? Because the game started and level 60 was the beginning of the game. So as they introduced additional content to the game, it was based on the people who were at the end game at the time. Bees! I like Swarm, by the way. Let me be clear. I think Swarm is hilariously good. Like a very funny and hilariously good character. That said, bees! Like, the Sinister Six doesn't need him. What he does. Bonk. Hey. Excellent. Yes, the X-Men team review and the Wave 1 Avengers team reviews are the ones that need to get done. Chonk. Chonk. Chonky boy. So many bees! I'm afraid. Bees! Who's the best to use in Dark Dimension 1? Starting to question whether or not AIM with the Graviton replacement is going to work. You wouldn't be able to do it without Graviton. That's for damn sure. If you want to use AIM, you totally can, right? You would use Graviton, Scientist Supreme, Researcher, Security, and Assaulter. That team would be okay. That said, AIM is not a good team to work on. But like once you're pot committed, it's pretty bad. Guardians are a fine team. Defenders are a fine team. Fury Shield is a great option. Just remember, like, Dark Dimension 1 is not required for anything in this game. Guardians and Shield are totally adequate teams for it, if you can get Starward up there. As long as you're bringing in a team that has synergy, you're still better off. Do I think Ultron and Shuri can one-shot DD1? I think Ultron can one-shot DD1. So other characters just make it better. Yes. Ultron can pretty much one-shot DD2, yeah. Your second run of Dark Dimension 2 with Ultron, you just chuckle as he just fucking kills everything. Been going with my star required until I get him, but that's it, yeah. DD1's just gonna be easier. Yeah, just bring in characters you'd like to bring in. Hold on. This is important. I need you to take bleed damage. Oh my god, that was so not worth it. Can I hit everybody with this? What? Amazing. Kill everyone. More turns! This is hard? Bees! Chunky boy. Ba 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 ba. Bees! I don't like any of the things that just happened. Wait, Mantis doesn't... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, Mantis doesn't throw debuffs yet. Why are training materials hard to get? So you can spend money on training materials. Training materials aren't easy to get at all, but you shouldn't be spending them. You should only be working on about 2 or 3 characters at a time, and the only characters that are required to be at your level cap is, like, your arena team for the most part. So why was that beast with the arrows? Like, I might have done things differently if I didn't think it was get beast to 50%. Gear tier 14 crossbones? In the Alliance game chat? No, I didn't. Who did that? Who's getting kicked from our Alliance, Gunther? Oh, Commander H. Isn't he the guy that thinks he knows how to do war? Hey, I'm just the free-to-play guy. I don't offer unsolicited advice. Everybody here is either asking questions or watching me on a stream. You know what I mean? Like, you choose to be here. Everything I'm saying is like you are choosing to be here for it. So this isn't unsolicited advice. This is targeted advice. But I don't offer unsolicited advice. I was like, does Swarm fly? Technically, he does, yes. I'm so mad. I'm so mad that he was blinded. Oh, this is a protect the idiot? Okay. Bees! Bonk. This crossbones is going to explode on me. Let's do this. That should kill everybody. Alright, how do I kill this crossbones? Oh, there it is. That's all that mattered. Okay. Two of 4. Why? Bees! Healer, 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 healer. We got one more bees before bees. Who's gonna go next? Let's get rid of you. Give me info saying when Fury Man is getting the Iron Man treatment. September. I did it. I earned this with my terrible characters who did their best for a character I don't even want. Do you think I should get the offer for 75 Mantis and Shards if I'm trying to get started? Yes, that offer's phenomenal, right? Isn't it like $5 for 100 of both? That offer's great. I highly recommend that offer. Only Rouge agents. Okay. Yeah, 75 a boat? That's amazing. Yeah. Can you buy it twice? Do you need the money? Message me on Discord if you need the money. Do you recommend the 180 Black Widow plus Mega Orb offer? No, I don't recommend it, but like, it's not a bad offer. I'll tell you, it's a 4-star Black Widow and 50 random character shards for $10. Do I recommend it? Nah, I don't think Black Widow's that important. I don't think the Mega Orbs. But if you're like a little afraid, please stop. Actually, no. Hit my Carnage all you want, guys. All you want. Bees! Alright, how do I kill Minerva? Pew, 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 pew. Chonky. I don't, no regrets. Is that a 17K? 17K? I don't think I don't think she was 17K when I hit on a lock on her. Chonk. Bees. I'm having too much fun with Bees guy. Yeah, no, it's a good offer. Like, why is there a Phoenix? I swear to God, if you kill my... Oh, okay, cool. Why? Why, Yondu? Now I have to redo this node sometime. I mean, it doesn't matter. Yondu, thanks for the rework, nerd. Let's see what we got. We're gonna have 27 swarm. Did I get enough for an orb this pass? Yeah, right? There's gotta be enough for an orb. Foxnex heard me having too much fun. Alright. Just one time, 180, right? Oh, 24 is the max you can get in this. Cool. Thanks. To be fair, the newer a player you are, the better those orbs are overall. I just wish that he was guaranteed in the middle and the 2 side shards had a chance of getting him. But that's just if I wanted to develop a good game that was fun. There's something else someone wanted offer review, right? We'll do it quick. Do you guys want Mike offer review if I do it? Like fake Mike? Forward hat, fake Mike? Alright. Alright. Tilted sideways hat Tony Scungili here with the offer review. Let's do it. Zemo, if you gotta ask, don't buy it. Conversation over. It's 100 shards of a character you need to have 50k on in order to win fights. Fuck 'em. No. You know what? This offer is actually not that bad. Not gonna lie. This offers, like, now I'm thinking about it more and more. It's a mega over for 10 bucks and a 4-star character. Like, is she great? She's okay. You can't farm her till later. This offer is totally worthwhile. Alright, buy it if you can. 10 bucks. Nope. I mean, it's $1.99. Like, he don't matter, but for $1.99, do you care? Guaranteed unlock, probably a guaranteed upgrade. Should be cool. No, because even if you, the best case scenario is still the worst case scenario. Like, if you imagine you get a 6 red star Iron Man, and then you have a 6 red star Iron Man, like, what do you do with him? Do you invest in him? No, it's terrible. This is terrible. Don't even touch this. If this was a guaranteed 6 red star, it would still be worth it. Mobile Gamer bought this. Yeah, well, go to Mobile Gamer for terrible advice all you want. This offer is, again, same thing. Yeah, this offer, buy it. No question. No question about it. This is the best. There's nothing better. It's like buying 3 copies of Time Cop because it was cheaper than 1. Yeah, like, alright, cool. That's actually perfect, Peter. Yeah, no, this offer is great. This is 75. Like, think about how many Blitz credits and Arena credits you're saving buying this offer is absolutely amazing. As a joke to show you why you shouldn't buy it. The reason you shouldn't buy it is because it's red stars on Iron Man. Even if you got a 6, it was still a terrible fucking win. Valuable lessons character bundle for these guys. Honestly, no joke, this is still worth it. Not for the Korath, he's fucking useless. But Ronin, our dog, Ronin, he fucks. So, like, you need him, right? That's a lot of raid credits. It's a lot of time towards Phoenix. You're gonna use Ronin. Totally worth $5. This has energy in it, so buy it because it has energy in it. Everything else in it, it's irrelevant. This is a good energy offer. If you are not at level cap, bring it up. If you are at level cap, bring it up and farm more stuff. Unless you're like me, where you just have everything, don't worry about it. So this is alright. Nope. But it's not because it's vibranium, it's exclusively because it's vibranium. Nope. I mean, this is what you get for unlocking Shuri, right? This is the I unlock Shuri, check this out. No. 100 SBCs ain't nothing. 100 SBCs literally is nothing. It's not $20. You just think it's worth something because you're like, I don't have any. You're like, no, it's still nothing. It's not even enough to put a piece of gear on a character. Like, nope, dog shit. This is actually a little bit better than it looks, but still for 20 bucks, it's getting like that, right? Like we're not messing around. This is significantly better in every conceivable way, but notice that they know that too, which is why the specific gear is 20 bucks, but this one's 30 bucks. Even though these particular pieces are more common because you can get them from other stuff, they know. That's why this offer is more expensive. That's why it's more of them. That's why, like, this offer, these are things you want. This is not a price you want to pay for it. Absolutely not. We do not buy tier 3 building materials. They exist in this game. As a matter of fact, I believe they're currently the toy you get for buying a Happy Meal from McDonald's. So don't waste your money or your time. This offer is great. No joke, not even pretending. If you see this offer for $5, this is a lot of blue gear, especially if you're just unlocking Shuri. You probably don't have a lot of characters. This is a pretty decent offer. Now, I happen to have a ton of these materials, but I also happen to have a ton of characters that I'm not working on. So this offer is not terrible. Again, kind of the same thing with this one, except a little bit more limited. Please, note the difference. This is 5 pieces for $29.99. This is 45 of 3 pieces for $19.99. But once you get to blue, wait a minute, it's more of these and a little bit less of these, but somehow it costs the same? Now you understand how they're, like, it's not worth it. You can't justify it, so it ain't there. Again, same rule apply. If it wasn't important, yeah, we need ABCs. Everyone needs ABCs, but you don't need to work on everybody at once, so you'll be fine. Again, this offer's kind of good, so go for it. This offer, same exact price on the offer. This has more materials. Like, gold is terrible to buy. Purple gear orb calendar. Because it gives you those Blitz gear credits, you know, like, I think this offer might be a little bit worth it. You get 35 specific gear orbs. That's huge. That's going to help you a lot. That's a lot of farming for any of the specific, like, bio or anything. This one's pretty good with Submochi. So I'm pretty okay with this one. This, again, once again, this is not a microphone. This is a Logitech remote control that I can use to turn on my TV or my refrigerator. No, we are not buying training materials. We are not children. This is not a premium orb pack because there's nothing premium in premium orbs. Now, this is worth $3. This is $2.99. They somehow added a 7 to it and gotten completely confused. This is terrible. Hey, look, it's the other energy offer, but $5 more expensive for a little bit more energy. Buy them both. I don't care what you do. This is energy. Energy is leveling. Energy is gold. Energy is everything. Energy is life. You can afford to buy this, buy them. They're great. And how much time you got left in this? 1 day. Buy this one tomorrow. Nope. Still nope. Now we're back to all the old stuff. Is there anything fun in the bottom? Ooh, this is cute. 3,500 cores? This is what the people who are like, you gotta be top in arena. This is what they're saying. This is why. Because all those cores can get you this off. Nope. Premium orb draft. Nope. There's usually something fun. Nope. Offer review done. This place is pretty bad. There's like 3 good offers. That's it. Maybe 4. Alright. Put my headset back on. What's up? I'm back. Should I drop aim and opt for Guardians? For what? Core have to be used for melee? Oh. Do you have Star Wars? Yeah, nice, Justin. If you have Star Lord now, like, yeah, it won't take much. If you don't have Star Lord now, in for a penny, right? You could technically switch, but, like, the thing is, you're not using aim for Dark Dimension 2. I don't care who lied to you and told you you could. You're not. You're not doing it. Man, seating. I saw you correct it to sitting, but I didn't know if you meant that. I really only have aim at 3 to 4 star. Oh, totally pivot. Pivot hard. Pivot hard. Because if the highest character you have invested in is like Scientist Supreme, that's great. You'll use her. Who am I using for DD2? Star-Lord, Minerva, Symbiote Spider-Man, Hela, and the 5th character to be decided. Is DD difficult? You kind of have to learn how to fight him. What's a good point to farm aim? I'm farming aim right now. So right around level 69. And by farming aim, I mean like, I didn't farm aim. I unlocked all of these aim characters, and I'm just like working on them a little bit. This is what I looks like when I've never farmed aim for a day. I would like to get Graviton, but I'm not giving them war credits for Graviton because all of my war credits are used on good things. How are Mr. Sinister and Emma Frost in DD2? They're okay. You can use them. You could use Star-Lord, Minerva, Symbiote, Spider-Man, Sinister, and Emma. That would be a pretty good team. Problem is Sinister kind of needs to be really strong, which you'll get there at 13. When is Domino going to Blitz Orb? Next week. Yeah, I think that's fair. That's a fair team. It's hard to recommend Emma because basically it comes down to most players who are looking to do Dark Dimension 2 for the first time are unlikely to have both Sinister and Emma unless they spent money, you know? And if you're going to spend money, that's fine. Yeah, no, absolutely. Sinister and Emma are totally reasonable characters. And you probably can get away with a 3-star Emma. Maybe I would recommend a 4-star of both, but if you have the 3-3, you know, if they're 3-3, I would say that's okay. They just need a little bit more sustainability. Actually, yeah, no, that should be fine. You have 2 healers because Sinister's an off-healer. That's fine. Should I keep buying Raid Orbs or Target Farm Rocket? You should never have been buying Raid Orbs. Whoever told you. Where are you getting... Tell me who told you your advice, Henry. Because I'm going to punch them in their taint. I'm going to punch them right in the gooch. Because someone gave you bad advice and I'm trying to help you. Raid Orbs. You know how many characters are in Raid Orbs, dude? Look at this. Take Cyclops out, right? 4, 8, 12, 16. There was 15 characters in Raid Orbs. 15. I'm a punch Mobile Gamer in the gooch. You tell him that. Next time you see him. Anytime. Any one of you. Next time you see him, be like, yo, Tony said he's going to punch you in the gooch. He knows what it means. That is... it used to be good advice. But there are 15 characters in this. Nothing I could do to taunt it that wife hasn't already done. What's a gooch? Tell you when you're older. Again, Tony and Mr. Free-to-Play. So all we're saying is that Mr. Free-to-Play is going out of his way to give terrible advice. It's the fleshy fun bag. Yeah, like, you're opening orbs. The characters you want are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Maybe a little bit of value in number 5 right here, because you need him to unlock 2 legendaries. So we'll say 5 out of 15 characters are useful. Namor, useless. 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 None of these characters are characters that are going to help you play the game. None of them. Not as a free-to-play player, not as anything else. But check this out. Look at this. If I don't spend, because here's what the argument they're gonna make. Because people live in this world where numbers don't matter, or they only matter for their sake of it. It's why statistics are lies, because people can make statistics say whatever they fucking want. Nice. They say if you open a raid orb, you get 7 character slots, which makes someone who doesn't understand what value, like, if anyone says you get more for opening raid orbs than you do for farming characters, tell them I will give them 7 single dollar bills for a $100 bill, because it doesn't matter, because they don't have different value, because it's 7 things for 1 thing. And if that sounds really stupid, so does opening raid orbs to get 7 different character shards, or 9 or whatever, different character shards that might not matter, versus 5 character shards that do. Terrible advice from terrible people who don't know how to play the game. Rules over. Bad advice from bad players. I don't know either, Reese. Fury and Coulson duo in PvP is nice. Nice. What do you recommend for Villain 7 campaign? Characters you have? Should upgrade Hela's ult or passive first? Passive makes Greg stronger. Yeah. Anyone, whoever's the cheapest, that's the answer. What Metal Master just said. Oh, here's what I'm gonna tell you, right? I'm gonna give you guys 3 pieces of advice. You can take it with you, you can carry it in your pocket, and you can pull it out whenever you start wondering if you should take advice from this person. Myself included, because sometimes I'm full of shit. Who knows? The first thing is, and this is the most important, if someone tells you something is good or bad, but cannot explain to you why, they aren't qualified to make that assessment. That's the first rule. If someone tells you something is good or bad, but cannot give you detailed reasons as to why, and they have to work too. I could talk for 20 minutes. Like, I could say, like, dude, the hand is the best team to start because it's the same argument I make about AIM, the same argument I make about everybody else. Like, they're fine. They're a fine team. I don't think starting with them is the strongest thing you can do. That's it. I think it's stupid to say it's the strongest thing you can do. But starting with AIM is functionally no different than what you... When would I recommend opening Blitz Orbs, or in general? I recommend opening Blitz Orbs after... Blitz Orbs are actually really fast, right? So Blitz Orbs are great. You can start opening Blitz Orbs after you've finished Rhino and Mantis. Once these 2 characters are 5-star, you can... Technically, you can farm Toad, or you can open the rest of them. Yeah. So, like, the first thing is, if they can't... So, if someone tells you, like, you need to buy Zemo, and they're like, why? Like, he's great in war. That's not an answer. That's a malphorism. That's just words that they put together. Why is he great in war? He counters 3 teams. Because then, which teams does he counter? Poke him, prod him. If they don't have the time to explain it, they shouldn't be giving advice in the first place. The second thing is, to just keep in track, if you see someone telling you to do something and not doing it themselves, question it immediately. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't trust it, but question it. Hey, why are you buying a 7th red star on that character? Why did you just gear tier 14 crossbones? You know? Why? Because I got a 7 red star and I thought it would be funny. Holy crap, that's great advice. Because he's amazing. That guy's an idiot. Don't talk to him anymore. That person should be drawn and quartered in the middle of the town square. They shouldn't be asked for advice. If someone comes to you, that's the second. Like, if someone says something but doesn't do something, you kind of got to practice what you preach. The third is a little bit more detailed than the other ones. The other ones are kind of, you can recognize it and move on. If someone... The confidence level of any statement that you ever see from any content creator or anyone playing the game, the confidence level of the person has to be merited. So when I say I think the Guardians are a good start team, I'm not confident because... Yeah, Lumberjack, it kind of is. Depends on what you consider stupid. Like Nebula, yeah, get out. I'm not confident that the Guardians were a start team. I wasn't when I started telling people to start with the Guardians because it would help you. I had told people to do it last November. People were finding more success against their peers who were doing the standard issue starts as free-to-play, most importantly. starting with the Guardians. I then took continuous information, and now I can sit here and say that this is 27 weeks showcasing what spending $0 and being lazy has accomplished this player. If I had doubled down, if I had I could have probably farmed the Guardians and AIM. You know, I could have done both, maybe. Why would I farm AIM? Nothing. They're completely irrelevant. You don't need them for anything. But that doesn't mean you can't use them. You also got lucky with Hela. I got no luckier than any of the other players. And also, Hela has had very little impact in what I'm moving towards. Like, the fact that I'm using Hela in Arena just means I'm not using Carnage. You know what I mean? The fact that I'm using Symbiote Spider-Man technically was lucky. Is Miles underrated? Yes, Miles is one of the most underrated tunes in the game. The fact that I'm using Symbiote Spider-Man is relevant, right? Because yeah, I got lucky. I got in during his milestone. Everyone who starts after me is not going to be lucky. This is not supposed to be follow what I do exactly. As a matter of fact, I go into very great detail about how I don't tell people to follow what I do exactly. I explain why. Why am I not using the Guardians? Why am I not using the BKT? Why am I not using these random teams that I could put together? And the answer is because I know how good characters are, and my raid team right now is, you know, Spider-Man, Carnage, Hela, Star-Lord, and I think CM or Groot. I don't remember who the other character is. Probably Groot. Or Minerva. Minerva. That's my raid team. Is that a raid team I would recommend people, that's your first raid team? No, that's the raid team I'm using because that's what my roster has gotten me to. Now, if I didn't have that, I'd be using the Guardians the entire way. But you have to be able to pivot. No, that's the point, DJ Subs. You have to be able to pivot because only a fool would unlock a character that is one of the best characters in the game and be like, nope, gotta keep working on defenders, you know? That's a terrible idea. It didn't even matter. Even if, dude, if I straight up had a 5-star Hela through luck, Brotherhood and X-Men. Make it how to win arena defense, can't do it. It's impossible. There's 150 characters, 145 characters in the game right now. I don't know which ones you have. Do you reckon your roster would be different if you didn't miss out on the Star-Lord? No. Keep in mind, I missed out on 6-star Star-Lord by a matter of 2 hours. I regret it, because even getting a 6-star Star-Lord wouldn't have been better than had I just got IW on the first pass. What's up, Mario? Whereabouts, guys? We're in South America. No, I don't need your street address, just what country. What's up, Ram? I think I'm having Crystal as my second strongest Inhuman and not Yo-Yo, given basic. Yeah, that's totally reasonable. Crystal gets more value out of the resources. South Africa and Australia? Yeah, you guys are crazy. South Africa? Oh, that's even better. Alright, how much time we got left? Yeah, we got about 10 minutes left. How am I going to close out the last 10 minutes? Republic of South Africa. South Antarctica. You guys are great. Any person can show up on Twitch. Any person can show up on YouTube. Usually about an hour after the stream ends. A half hour to an hour. It depends on how much food I want to eat. And I'm very hungry, so. Any person can start streaming and give advice. Anyone can. Absolutely any person can. Seriously. What was your DD1 team? I'm not doing DD1. I'm not doing it until after I get Ultron. I'm skipping DD1. Eventually, Andrew. Yeah, I'm skipping DD1. You build the right team to go... You build the right characters, you don't have to do it. I'm happy to help. You don't have to like me. That's something I always tell people. Like, but if you think I'm wrong about something, you're the one who's wrong. Because your favorite content creator knows me. You said I'm giving away? Yeah, it's gonna be a PvP tournament. It's gonna be a Ballots PvP tournament. Go to sleep, Rack. I have to do 3 roster reviews tonight. But this is gonna be clipped. Which glasses need to go? You want me to wear my other glasses? I'm gonna be so satisfied when I find out Ultron. He's awesome. You just want anyone, like, literally, someone can call themselves like the best MSF player, go on Twitch, and start saying like, guys, this is what you have to do. You have to invest in mercs as early as you can. And then there's gonna be some and he's gonna be like, why? He's like, because they get you gold. And now like 15 idiots are gonna be like, yeah, gold is great. And now, like, we have an entire pandemic of idiots running around talking about stuff when they're getting their advice from someone who doesn't understand the game. They clearly don't understand the game, because if someone were to ever say, Mercs are the best starting team, like, some of the more competent and long-term players would all kind of pull together and be like, that guy's an idiot. Like, that guy's stupid. Don't listen to him. Congrats, Hara. Yeah, that team is insane. It's not the best team you can use. It's the best team you can get reliably. That's why I recommend that team. And that team, by the way, for the record, is Star-Lord. Are you casually farming your Mystic Villain controllers or waiting? I'm just casually farming them. Like, I will start farming towards Phoenix after I get Black Bolt in the line. But like, we're not using Hand Assassin, right? We have to farm Hela. You know what? We can farm Loki a little bit, actually. I didn't even think... I was like, I don't need to worry about 5-starring Loki. But what I didn't think about was that I'm going to eventually need a 6-star Loki. So, I don't mind farming him. Yeah. These two guys will be obviously there first. Nobu is kind of hard to farm. Oh yeah, Carnage is definitely a great replacement for Hela. Like, definitely, no question. Especially if you have SSM. But that's why it's super modular. If you're missing a piece, you can... The only piece that's super required is, like, Minerva and Star-Lord. Like, because that's the combo that's gonna win you the fights. That's fair, DJ. I'm really getting a 6-star. U7-1? Carnage, Symbiote, Spider-Man. You don't have Black Bolt yet? You have Black Bolt? Yo-Yo, Maw, Shuri, Carnage, Symbiote, Spider-Man. That team should be able to do a lot of work. What 7-3 is out of your league? Oof. Carnage Hell is a good combo? Yeah, it's a great combo. If you have it. But it's not a necessary... Like, you need Minerva and Star-Lord. You can't not have either of those two, because Star-Lord's giving Minerva because Minerva does the most damage. Everyone else, you just... It's synergy, you know? I have the Symbiotes. Who should I put with them in raids? Which raids? If you got Star-Lord and Groot, Star-Lord feed energy to Venom. and Groot on the side to clear buffs should be okay. U6, Minerva and Loki, Hela, CM. You have the symbiotes. The other two characters don't matter. Like, yeah, I think Chu officially quit. I think Chu is moving to play the game that me and him played the other day online on stream, Realm of Champions, because he did a little bit of content and they're like, you're somebody, come on over. So he's gonna do content for them. I'm not sold on Realm of Champions yet. I enjoy it, it's fun, but I don't think I would be content creator for it. I think I would just play it. The game that I am interested in doing content creation for, though, is excuse me. The game I am is Future Revolution, and I'll get there soon. Hey, Javier. Yeah, Future Rev. I did. Casino's doing content for that. Mal 30. Or he's in discussions to do content for that game too. So, if you're interested. Night, W. Yeah, I'm not really worried about Phoenix. The thing I need Phoenix for is Dark Dimension 3. I don't need to worry about Dark Dimension 3 until I'm in U7. He put out a video today about it? Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah. He's been talking to me about it for a while. I did like Future Fight when I played it a few years ago. Future Fight's great. Future Revolution is totally different. Anyone doing the Proving Ground milestones? Yeah, go ahead. Share your codes. Go nuts, guys. I'll be going on to Twitch probably in about 2 minutes. So I'm going to do my closing on this one. Well, I'm getting offline in 2 minutes. About an hour, I'll be back on Twitch to kind of talk about some roster reviews and stuff. Yeah, it's totally reasonable. Yeah, I'm a free-to-play account. Yeah, but I just, like, people tend to make this bad mistake. Like, where they go, like, the most important thing you can do is Dark Dimension 3. Be like, trust me, dude. You have to be level 75 to do Dark Dimension 3. And if from the beginning of the game, every decision you make is preparing for Dark Dimension 3, welcome to the job you've just created for yourself in a game you're supposed to have fun with. Welcome to the always being behind the 8 ball. It's a nightmare. Bad advice from bad people who don't know what they're doing. That's it. So here's what we got. This is week 27. Next week is week 28. That is the 7 month, right? 28 divided by 4 is 7. 7 month. That is the 7 month anniversary of this event. My goal was Ultron in under 9 months. As of right now, I should get Ultron roughly at 8 months. So it should be there. That was the setup for this goal. Could I have done it a little bit earlier? Probably a little bit. If I pay attention, but there's nothing that's going to stop me. And for anyone who is doubtful on it, ask other people. If you don't think I'm going to do it, if you don't think I'm going to have Ultron within like a week of me hitting level 70, by all means, nut up, put some money on the line, and let's find out. Because many people have said I was wrong multiple times, and no one has ever put money where their mouth is. Last note, where's Cyclops farmable now? Just 5 characters, gear tier 13. Cameron. Where is Cyclops farmable? Raid store. Raid store. And did somebody tell you guys that Cyclops was going to be raid store farmable like maybe about a month ago? Maybe on like this series? Who was it? It was me. That's right. Bet against me. I love other people's money. You can, like, donations are great, but winning money from you, oh my god. It's like the difference between, it's like the difference between, like, paying for food, someone giving you food, and stealing a burrito from somebody. That burrito tastes so much better because you stole it. Anyway, we don't really have much to do. We're just going to keep plugging along. This is the doldrums of Marvel Strike Force. Next week, you're going to see this bar probably get somewhere between the E and the N, you know? Like, it's not going to do much. I didn't predict it. I knew what the Doc Ock was. That's why I told you guys. By the way, if I hit this, does it change? I'm just interested to see if it updates when I do that. Cool. Okay. So this is my close screen. I can't wait for you guys to see. Thank you. I can't wait for you guys to see some of the stuff I'm working on my stream. It's gonna take me a long time to kind of like get everything perfect, but it's gonna be like this, but 1,000 times funnier and stupid. A lot of stupidity. So over the next week or so, my intentions for this, you know, game is going to be continue progressing along the line, making sure that I get as much as I can when it comes to like gear and bringing up additional characters. I'm going to spend a lot of time working on some characters I might not have, like AIM is a team I'd start working on now because I have so much gear that it's easy for me to level up AIM characters now. Maybe I might work a little bit more on some key Hero Brawlers characters. Maybe I might rig up a handful of mercs. Or now that I have Shuri, maybe I might start bringing up the Wakandans so that the Chaos Theory event's a little bit more meaningful for me. So I don't know exactly where I'm going to go over this next week, but that's kind of fun because now there's no decision that's right or wrong. You just move on the path as you're waiting to unlock the next step. And guess what? Once you hit level 70, and you can do all the stuff that's gated behind level 70, it's going to be another multiple months of farming before you can get to 75. And by that time, you know, there's whole new content you have to, like, that's when you could start doing Dark Dimension 3. You know, so there's a lot of time in between these things that are forced because you just don't level that quickly. But this is what you got to get used to in this game. Start building war teams, progress as best as you can, and then wait for the next shoe to drop. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. My socials are all down here and shit. I will be on over at Twitch, probably in an hour or so, so stop by. It's going to be roster reviews. I'm doing the 3 that I have to catch up on. This week I had to make some changes to the Blitz system because it needed to be changed because it's no longer right to power through to 8-3 anymore. Now you get a little bit more value out of kind of auto fighting with teams that are reliable, but we'll go into more detail. I have 3 different powered rosters on this Twitch stream. It is a like 2 million, a just about 4 million, and a 7 million. So you're gonna see a lot of difference in this roster review setup. So good luck. Fall Guys tomorrow? No, tomorrow I have a lot of stream stuff and videos I gotta make. So we're gonna have to sort that out. Anyway, have a good night, guys. Have a great day. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all that weird stuff that YouTubers constantly tell you, because surprisingly, it actually matters. I know, it's crazy. Or don't. I'm not your real dad. I can't tell anything. I'm just the guy fucking your mom. Anyway, have a good night, guys.